voice of the streets. Yeah, I'm the voice of the streets. Maybe no more pile of the beats. I mean, I only look up to God, Baba God born you. So well for me, but you, Baba can't quit me on just so I can't you. When terrorize in the street, I know say I be dread. Niggas can't conquer me, so they pray for my death. On pay me long my shoes, you see on for my head. AK-47, go back, bellow shit my jet. Why you waiting for my album? Multi rum, anything, multi palace in the studio, multi boss, anything. Me alone be whiskey that for the voice, anything, but anyway.
Hello, my Abuja people. Your country board are not show again for your number one street program. Streetwise, I know already. Streetwise, and now Abuja program. What they inform, they educate, and entertain the masses about the happening on our streets, about the happening in our society. And today, I carry another Abuja segment to become. This why they affect everybody. That the issue of a high cost of house rent for Abuja and even the satellite towns. I know say yes for Abuja, everybody come here, come hustle. Both the high class, the middle class, and the low class, all of us come join together. But for yes, say we come they do the hustle. But the landlord for this town, they rip us off because of the high cost of rent. Most of this household we talk about, you don't know where they build them, but still yet the cost they high. Many of all these houses for Abuja town, many people don't they stay. Like if you go to Maitama, go Asokoro, go Geriki, most of all these houses, they are very, very expensive. No go fit pay, and because of that, many of the civil servants, even the private people, they can't run enter the satellite town say yes, so may I go take refuge. They can't enter there too. Even the landlord self, the help matter for this matter because of why? Because of a high cost of house rent. Many people don't talk say yes, so this problem is no good at all. So now make me say we carry them enter street, make our Bodo people, Nigerian people, make them go touchlight this issue, make them tell us what is they responsible for this high cost of house rent, and what is the government they do to make sure say the masses, the common man on the street, get affordable housing to live without hula baloo. So we go enter the street now, we go to talk to people, and we also talk to estate developer where we say in doing to the housing matter, make it tell us, make they add their voice to this issue. I remember your country brother Castro, aka Kasinga Moringa. Country people, it's still your number one street program, Streetwise. I'll see the touchlight, the totally that issue of high cost of rent in Abuja and satellite town. Yeah, so I did the streets, I follow the masses, they totally the issue. Make we know what it make house rent for Abuja they cost, and if the government is doing enough to make the masses get affordable housing. And I think you want to go bros, so we say yeah, in our masses, in our street man. Make you follow me the totally this issue.
I don't tire though, because if you see this our country where we dey, you go see say plenty houses where dey this country. Now private owner get am. So if you go say you want rent house for inside Abuja, especially go Wuse, go Maitama, they go dey call house rent for you. If now let me say if na self-container, they go dey call am for you 1.2 million, 800,000, 1 million. You go see because
how
of that.
How much your salary?
How much the person salary? You could see person where they collect 80,000 naira, go dey rent house of 1.2 million. How you want take cope? Now it make me plenty people run go Maraba. People still reach here itself. The house rent is too cost. You understand, ba? Make government help us if you want rent out. Agent go tell you say 20%, they go tell you say 10%. So if you check am all those things, I tired though. The only God say make we dey pay tight yo. Agent too go collect their own tight, so we tired though. Make dem help us touchlight the matter.
Housing sector for Nigeria now, is the government doing enough to ensure say me and you wey dey street now we get house?
The government they know they do enough at all, because I remember one time where they tell us say they wan build low cost housing estate for along this Waru site, but now I hear and say the house all these things now they don't stop up. At least if they build all those things for us that time, somebody like us like this can be able to afford the rent. But all this one where all these private individual get, how we wan take afford them? Somebody like me now, how much my salary? Where I go the rent house, where even cost pass my salary. You understand? Government know they do enough. May they do enough. May they try build low cost housing for the masses, so that we too we can benefit from the government. Government.
And the issue of house rent for Abuja and its satellite towns where they surround and how they touchlight, the high cost, wetin make am be like that. So I don't want to go get bros. What's your name?
My name is Fred.
Fred, and then you talk.
Yeah,
you know high cost of rent in Abuja.
Yes.
most of us who no fit stay inside Abuja will come enter the
Satellite
neighboring
town.
satellite town like them, all the Maraba Yanyan, then the Kubwa, the Lugbe, and the rest of them. So what you think say they responsible for this issue I talk so?
Well, if you will ask me wetin dey responsible, I'll just say na the government itself, okay? Because corruption don't really eat deep into the society,
Okay.
whereby you find out that people just they build house they keep, and nobody they stay inside the house.
Okay.
You understand? And when they build house like that, keep they'll just carry price. They don't want to know whether mass is there, be no day.
Okay.
Just carry price, just knock on that. And when once they knock on that kind of price, it will be quite difficult. Imagine you paying about 1.2 million naira for a 2-bedroom flat. Whereas if you go your own state, like some people will talk, all these coppers they'll talk say, if to say if I carry my house from my state come, I'm not sure say I got to pay this kind of amount. So what really happens is that if the government fee help to regularize the rate at which these house owners, these landlords, they always hike their price. Sometimes people talk saying an agent. Me, I don't really believe saying an agent, because if you give agents the price where you for like make agents give out your house, I know they should say agent go one con they put the money where you say go dey beyond wetin you already give am. Yeah, that is one. And two, if you want check, I for really say taxation, property taxation, because say they know they tax them, they go just package their house. Some people don't build their house. Like if you go Lokogoma now, you go see house plenty, as in house just dey, nobody dey stay. But if they start to do this property tax, I dey very sure say because people go dey pay every time for the property wey they go wan give out those houses even at a giveaway price, so that masses go fit live. Why you think say Maraba, Nyanya and the rest dey congested? Now because say housing rentage here for town dey quite expensive and nobody fit afford am. Imagine say you come Abuja, come dey carry your whole salary, annual salary, carry and they give landlord. You don't make sense.
Okay, now you don't talk well, you don't touch like the issue well. Now, is the government, in terms of developing low-cost estate and all those things, where they say me and you feel afford the common man on the street, are they doing enough with their housing policies?
Well, if you ask me again, even if you wake me up, ask me, I'll still tell you say they are not doing enough. They only come up with policies that might sound nice to the ear, but implementing these policies are just where we find it difficult. There was this one that the past government been do, this something housing scheme, fish and the rest, just for here for Lokogoma. Since that government come out to, that project has been abandoned. Now we don't they abandon, the money where they don't invest on top of them, and the money where people don't still chop on top of them, where all those ones they go. Then tomorrow they'll still come and contact you say we're trying to create mass housing for the mass. There's nothing like housing for the mass in Abuja, in Nigeria per se. So I don't really see what the government has really done concerning affordable houses for the masses.
Still streetwise, and still they touchlight the issue of high cost of rent in Abuja. So I did one of my Govt bros, maybe I did the issue based on tradition. Nothing they stop. I bet bros, what be your name?
I be Edward Achin.
Okay, I bet bros, you know what I talk.
Yeah.
You know say for Abuja where me and you dey so.
Yeah.
Rent, the common man no dey fit afford them.
Yeah.
Inside Abuja town, me and you no fit stay there.
No.
So they run go Maraba, they run go Yanyan,
Different
they
places.
run they go Kubwa, they run go Lugbe,
Yeah.
and the other satellite town.
Yeah.
So what you feel say they responsible why rent they cost for this town like that?
Rent the cost for this town based on say they say this place na FCT.
Confirm.
This place na FCT, so we no get money, we no fit stay inside town.
Confirm.
And the village road they go stay inside sef, the house rent don too much. Even me personally, as I dey here sef, my house rent don expire. To afford the money to pay for house rent, e no easy for me. That's why I say I dey hustle for street here up and down, I try get money pay for house rent. So they beg government make dem talk to, even though na the landlord of the houses, make dem talk to them, make dem try increase the, make dem try lower the house rent. If not, things don over dey high for us too much. Yeah.
There's some people still tell me where they ask, they talk say agents. You know, so they look for house now, say agents join, they make this high cost of rent, they go up, not true?
Yes, not true.
How?
Because like now, if I dey look for house now, I come meet you say find house for me now. You go dey claim say you be agent. From there, landlord go tell you say na 30,000, now you go dey tell me say na 40,000. At the end of the day, if I come release the money to you now, you go cut your own share, go give landlord the remaining one.
Still collect your percentage.
Still collect your percentage.
Okay, now as all this matter don't be like this now, what did the government fit do for us concerning the reduction of this house rent in Abuja?
So now we dey beg government, make dem try for us so that house rent no go too much for us. Yeah.
What about the Ministry of Housing? Are they doing enough to make sure say me and you will get house? Because you know some country dey now.
Yeah.
The Ministry of Housing, they will say they go dey build small house, low cost housing.
Yeah.
Where common man fit dey afford. Our own, how e be?
Nothing wey dey do.
Hey.
Nothing wey dey do because you say they do something. House for no too cost for us like that.
Okay.
Even we wey no get anything sef, we for dey stay inside house.
Okay.
But nothing wey dey do. So they beg them make dem try do something for us.
All right.
So that we sef go dey in the good mood.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Una don hear my country, but I don hear in mind though, he say make the government try na to hold meeting with the landlord association for Abuja and Nigeria say say yes so this cost of rent is too much o, make dem try dey bring am down. That is to talk say make dem regulate the housing sector as they regulate every other thing, make the government sef come totori am. Because if you look inside Abuja me and you dey, many of the big houses wey dey for town everywhere, nobody dey stay inside. Nobody dey occupy them. Na cockroach and rat na dey occupy them. And maybe the gate house you just see one security man wey dey occupy a whole big house. Go to Asokoro, go to Maitama, Gwarimpa. There are a lot of houses there, but nobody dey stay. Meanwhile, the common man on the street dey look for where to put his head. So abeg government, the masses are crying. They are begging us say yes so time don reach make dem dey start to dey torchlight this issue of high cost of rent for Abuja so that the common man on the street can be able to get a place to put his head when dey dark. So I will still dey torchlight the issue as I dey talk to more people.
In a nutshell, the more reason why houses are very much expensive, that the cost of rent is expensive within the Abuja metropolis is that first the cost of the land. To acquire a land for you to now build a house is very high. Abuja is a city center, the Federal Capital Territory, and the seat of the government of Nigeria. And I want you to bear me to have in mind that virtually the cost of living here is a little bit of a high side. And vis-a-vis, the cost of purchasing, acquiring a land is equally high. Especially when you don't have a direct allocation from the government, and you have to pass through the agent, and you probably become the third or fourth person who bought that parcel of land. I find that by the time the land has exchanged hands, it's equally, the increment is there as well. And of course, you know the nature of the land. It does not depreciate much, despite the fact that the economic recession, which Nigeria has experienced, it appreciates. So the cost of land, the cost of acquiring a land, and the processes involved in it, it's equally contributed to the cost of rent in Abuja. And also, the agents, the people that actually have this land, that have bought this land and they have built on them, they give it out to the agent to market them. The agent equally put their top up on it to ensure that they have something to take home at the end of the day. And not only that, in the recent past, the cost of building material has been on the increase. When the dollar increased and building material equally increased, people that most of these materials have been imported from China, and other Asia countries and all that. So you find that the cost of building material is equally contributed to the cost of renting or house rent in Abuja here. Advice to the government is that they should make the policy on land acquisition, land processing and acquisition a little bit flexible, moderate, to ensure that we developers will not find it difficult to acquire this land, and if possible, let the land be given or be allocated to developers at a lower rate or at free, so that the developer will now, based on that, will not have the high cost of acquire the land and probably building their houses.
In the street, I know say I betrayed. Niggas can't conquer me, so they pray for my death. Won't pay me long my shoes, you see on for my head. AK-47, go back, bellow share my jet. While you're waiting for my album, multi-run many things, multi-paras in the studio, multi-boss, anything.
Okay, this is Street Hustle, that segment on Streetwise. Why do they encourage handwork? Why do they encourage creativity? Say handwork they pay. Sit down, look at dog name. I told 9 bad pass. Yes, so for Nigeria now, no business be like better business. When you use your hand do something good, you pray good, everything will be simple for you. It's why now the government don't do well, they don't fake Nigeria youth. So based on tradition, everybody on the power, so okay, let's go into self-employment. And right here, right now, I deal with some youth, so they say they gather their resources together, come put this baby salon, say yes, so they don't depend on government, they don't depend on their parents, they feel just hustle on their own, so that everything will be simple for them. Instead of them to go into violence, when they do bad things, they say lie, at all, nine bad pass. And based on saying at all, nine bad pass, Ogoro must jump, they come they do this work where they call barbing job. So I will not go on short break, and when we come back, we will talk the issue of the barbing salon. We don't know how this hustle they be.
Exclusive from MySongBeat.com.
It's High Sung on the bit.
Okay, people, welcome back to the show. It's this street hustle, what do they promote handwork. And right now, they say Babi Salon. I follow one of the here, make we know that Babi Salon hustle the big. And then cross more relate now, based on tradition, more relate. Alright, more relate. Alright. Okay, Shabali be your name now.
My name is Austin.
Ostaino,
Yeah.
aka Osteinbish. You just dey laugh. Okay, now Austin, I beg go. Tell our viewers how you dey watch him now. Wetin inspire you? Wetin motivate you to go into this barbecue business, still this hustle?
I did just one where I dey follow my friend. I go my friend shop sha. He go see me in the concert. So I just like am. No be say motivate me based on say I dey do for money. I just like the way they take the people they go tell them thank you, they go give them money, at least they get something they do with the make am, they less busy, they go always play. But that time I come back from school, they go play. So every day if I come back from school, I go shop. From there, small like that now, right now. For sure, now I don't even see the main reason why I say I thank God say I learn this business because now big motivation is to motivate the youth to come learn something like this. Even though this one say at least handball. Suppose they motivate the youth, at least when they get something to take care of themselves. Yeah.
So you see your friends they do and you can't get the passion,
Yeah.
you can't learn that. And as you can't do it, because you say the passion yourself, you can't turn to money. Now generally now, as you can't grow up now.
I'm very, very motivated because the thing can't even help me solve some kind of issues like that for my life.
What kind of issues do they talk about?
As I did like this now, I'm at this school, I had kind of 200 level, electrical engineering, but since I started school, apart from the first school fees my parents paid for me, and they didn't even ask to take the room before school, I just call. I would then say, see you, I do this one, I do that one, the mom will tell me thank you, do go. But she don't listen, I want to all those things.
So you were trying to tell the village, as you even day school, so you get back salary for your school too, or they do join man for there. How you think they go?
People say I get back salary for there, but at time for hostel, the wrong strength for hostel. They back for side 200, they don't get 100 and salary hostel.
Confirm.
At times, I will come here from school, those kind of break them, I'll come here, come find someone over there.
Thank you. That was very nice. So which means you know they depend on your parents again. So as you go to school, buying off your handout, your textbook, and from your personal hustle, paying your school fees.
Sure.
Wow. That is you don't relieve your parents to a very large extent. Now be that too.
Yeah.
That one are very, very nice. You can imagine if other children, other youths like you, everybody get hard work like this. Our parents know they complain too much. Say pepper no rest now. Okay, generally now, based on traditions, when you do this also now, how the hustle they do generally, people talk say recession come, recession don't go, it affect this business.
It affect them, why it affect them? And money they run am now, so you guys affect them. It affect them in so many aspects. But I just two, now just two aspects you think they affect them. Because that one be the most, important thing we need, and they need the people. And number one are the rate at which our equipment on the cost, the market. One day very expensive. You know, any way the cost come like this now, rate all that thing increase. Something people who they buy for 10,000 naira now they buy for 25,000 naira.
Like how much do they charge per bargain for this your salon now?
500 naira they charge.
500 naira. For every.
Yeah, but female they collect 1,000 naira based on say those female they consider they just come on the wire like that. Then children they collect 100 naira. But male like this now 500 naira they collect.
Yeah. Wow, that one it's a nice one. For example, now I want to learn this trade now. As I just say that coming, I don't have a barb. I don't have an idea about how they barb it. So how long will it take me for one to learn based on tradition?
If you want to learn,
I want to learn barbing. Now I go open my own.
okay, we don't say you say the person want to
The
learn.
person want to learn.
Yeah. Fast. So say the person want to learn.
Person want to learn.
Okay. Depends on the kind of person. Depends on at the rate at which the person they learn fast.
Okay.
If you be this kind of person, you see you learn fast. You do very good in learning. I think just say if you give you 3 months to go, you will learn fast. I have 1.5 months or 2, you don't catch. Maybe say you don't sabi cut well, but you don't know what you're supposed to do. Just the way we are strong. So those courage and every night just the weight. If you gather around that kind 2 months, you don't
Start as okay. Still on the matter as we see the talk, what I need to get to open my barber salon?
Number one, I don't say the major thing you guys do for if you want to open better salon. Number one, you guys look for a very good barber.
Okay.
You guys get a very good barber where customers will be happy with. Don't be the one we call customer with the cut boom face, barber with boom face, the cut finish, go your way. You know, be like that. I want to be the major reason. These sterilizers, your equipment, that's this, your aftershave, the head brush, those ones will come after, and generator, that's the kind of, and another one again, I would advise any person look for good location. Where they always get constant light, because I want to really affect the business with that. Okay. So it's not the right advice, we need to look for good location.
So you make the business they move, that everybody will all the true place. Like I'm sure they approach a festive period. Everybody want us to look good, everybody want to look clean. Okay, I want to come to that now, talking about, I don't say there's no business where you don't get challenges. Don't they talk something about life, don't they talk something about high cost of price. I want to make me emphasize on these points. What will be those challenges where you really come alongside with this barber salon business? So that people when one go to this venture, they will prepare their mind and say, yes, so these are the challenges they will be facing, so that on their own they will not fit the back one. So what will be those challenges where you face personally as a barber?
Challenges wey me I dey face now for this shop na the grade I teach our equipment, the cost of the equipment na me I dey face now. And number 2 na NEPA, you no dey get like ten, you go back finish like this, you no go see your money because you don take am by yourself finish. You no get constant light.
But on the average, you know your stock, say the day business boom for sure, because everybody look say this barbing business is not like better business. You know what I mean, like better. And you look down, barber, say, that's probably not their future. So you only do something while they go time. You think say good thing if you come out from barbing, that is on a good day where business boom. Like how much you see barbers carry go out. So how many of you has made them know?
Shops they different. They get different prices with the cut. Like me now with the cut for you now. At the cut for 500 naira, female 1,000 naira. And we barely get female customers there. Then children 200 naira. The day we market good though, African kind 11k enter house. African kind 11k go house. Based on how they buy 500 naira, but if person they buy 200 naira, I have to say because I've been cut 200 naira before I start this one. So person they buy 200, I feel say African kind 6k enter house. The day we market good.
Okay, lastly, bros, before we go on the show, you know there are a lot of youths like you out there. Where we see they go kidnapping, they go sit down, look, some still they wait for white collar job. Many graduates stay. Where we see the people do this bad, they no great one, they look down the business. I want me to advise Nigerian youth generally the way forward.
Well, I don't see me anybody go thief. I don't see me anybody coming fraud or go they do Yahoo. Because God bless everybody with your own talents. Everybody get down different talents. So as a youth, you get strength now. You don't be old man now. If Nigeria don't pay, you go pay yourself now. Things plenty for Nigeria really to take chop money.
Okay, my people, yes, so different people don't react. So the housing matter, they don't talk as it they be. They talk say landlord make you travel and see. And if everybody if you carry a house, come out for where they build them, come to Abuja town, I believe so for no they get housing problem. So what landlords, when they take and while estate developers, when they take easy with us. I don't say no easy. Yes, so people know the rest like that as they be before. So that's so we'll take round up this program today. If you like what they do, if they follow us for our social media platform where they your screen. So that is to talk about our Facebook that they see and there. When they subscribe to our YouTube channel, we also did there. In case you don't watch any episode of this program, you want to watch the previous one, also go to that YouTube. Now go see everything what now need there. And for that Ogbonge hustle where you get, and you want more package, you more showcase you for this program, you will call the numbers where they your screen. So and for advert placement, sponsorship, also call that Ogbonge number where they your screen. So God willing, I will show you Gidigba next week with my two-legged Benz, and I know will change. I remain your country brother, Castro, Kasiga, Moringa.
You never know, say me streetwise, streetwise, streetwise. Never know, say me streetwise, 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 streetwise.
Go back, Bello, she my jet. Why you waiting for my album? Run many things,
Hello, my country people. I don't show again for the background like James Bond, and this is your #1 street program, Streetwise. And you know, Streetwise now the voice of the street, and the voice of the street now the voice of the people.
We don't come up for any recession. Now, until when we see reception, we go know say we come up for recession. Hey! To serve our fatherland.
And they feel you
with one, with one.
Go back, Bello, she my jet. Why you waiting for my album? Run many things,